Have you ever had a person that has helped shape your personality more than you yourself even know? I'm sure we all have had that person that helped us define ourselves. They are usually very close to us. For some, it's a mother, their father, but for me, it would be my grandfather. He was a man that showed me the true meaning of hard work and how to be happy with what life gave you. In this speech, I hope to show you a short glimpse of his life. Hopefully, it will give you a snapshot of a man that left an irremovable fingerprint on my life. Emmer William Shields II was born to an Irish immigrant family in the rough part of Chicago. His father was a drunk and ditched his family during the Depression. Emmer was only 15 years old and had to work a full-time job to support his mother and his 3 younger brothers. During the absence of his father, he had to lie about his age to get a job at the shipyards, and he had to quit school to work more. He was proud to work in adults' labor, and the money that he brought home was placed on the table to help feed his family until the end of the Depression. After the hard times were over, he joined the military and spent time traveling the country, not settling down anywhere. Finally, he met my blood grandmother, Kathy, in northern Illinois, and finally settled down. They had 2 children, my father, Emmer III, and my aunt, Siobhan. Then tragedy struck. My grandmother died from pneumonia, leaving Emmer with a 3-year-old son and a 1-year-old daughter. He managed to keep up work and raise the 2 children. After years of suffering to try to raise the 2 children by himself, he remarried a woman I came to know as my grandmother, Paula. With the marriage, there was finally some stability in his life. The stability gave Emmer the chance to achieve things that he had never done before. He finally got his high school diploma, the same time my father did. He then moved up into the Washburn-Ashland area, and soon after, my parents and my aunt followed their way up here as well. 18 years later, I was born in Washburn. I grew up in the house right across the field from my grandparents' place, so visits were very common, and his stories were often told. My grandfather's personality is one that I've always tried to model my personality after. He never had a steady career throughout his life. He was a fireman, a city worker, a paramedic, a police officer, a coal truck driver, a handyman, and many other things. He never had a college degree to help him move up in a company or find a secure job, but he was happy. Everything he did to the best of his ability. He was happy because he was on a constant search for knowledge. The relationships that he had were genuine because he was a genuine person. He always looked at the bright side of things, even if they were tough times. He was a funny man, off color as his jokes often were, and he never failed to make someone laugh. You know that saying, you never know what you got till it's gone? Oh, how true that saying is. He passed away 4 years ago this fall. I was a junior in high school. I was just trying to figure life out. His passing really shocked me. When you are young, you think everything will stay the same. His passing woke me up. It drove the community to remember the man that he was. People would tell me about the great things my grandfather accomplished and the ways he affected their lives. That made me think about my life more and what I wanted to be remembered as. I had to ask myself, should I be sad because of his death, or should I be happy because of the life he lived? What would my grandfather would have wanted? He was happy with the way things were. He didn't have a 6-figure salary or a cushy desk or a fancy house. He was happy driving his 20-year-old sedan and living on a half-finished house. He enjoyed his daily cup of coffee at the Time Out restaurant and BSing with the locals everywhere he went. He found his happiness in the little things. This is how I've decided to live my life. Take every day as it comes. Don't worry about money because in the end, it's just paper. I draw my happiness from the people surrounding me and just enjoy being on the good side of the daisies. I'm only 19 and I'm still figuring things out, but my grandfather is looking down on me and I think I'm making him proud every day.